Hey gang, I'm just getting set up here. I'll be with you guys momentarily. There's a couple more things to do. You know, it's funny, I don't think I ever introduced myself. I am Tabletop Android, and I am recently, I don't know, a aviation enthusiast. I absolutely love flying. I'm going to be working on getting my private pilot's license, and in the meantime I'm able to do flights with the pilot club. I'm able to do things with VATSIM, and I think I'm going to try and start doing some things with who are they called? Wings. There's a group that does something called Wings, and I love what they're doing. All right, so it's been a minute. It's been about a week. It's been a couple days. Let me see if I have my shortcut keys done properly. So this is flight planning, or this is what I'm using for flight planning. So let me see here. I'm not using NeoFly right now. I do have little nav map. So is that showing? They're both on the screen. And then this one is just full screen by itself. This one should have both the browser. Browser's not showing right now. If I attempt browser's not showing up right now. Hold on. This has been a little tricky because anytime I do something with OBS, it then freezes. Whenever I do a window, it freezes, and then I have to restart the whole computer. So I'm not making any changes. I'm just gonna leave them the way they are. So that was flight. This one is be right back. That one's ending. And then I think I want to show you I'm gonna go ahead and show you the pilot club.
Is anybody getting audio on 13285?
No, I just checked now. I'm not
Today's flight.
Only the text is up.
Oh, do we have power?
Yep.
The Aegis was on a different frequency for me a minute ago and it was working.
Now, let me make sure that my visual.
That's strange.
Alright, so while I'm doing that, let me go ahead and verify that I am streaming properly and that I'm not talking to myself, because that would suck.
Well, it looks like tonight's briefing is going to be extremely short because of looking to see who's flying with us right now. Everybody seems to be a experienced pilot.
Even me? Even me?
I count as experienced.
Yeah, well, Smitty, you've been on a bunch of ours, right, Smitty?
Yeah, I mean, we're not busting the Bravo, are we?
Oh no, as long as you stay, all you gotta remember is stay under
Not
3,000.
ideally.
All right, that'll do it. I
As long
mean,
as you stay
it's
under
gonna be
3,000, you're good. And then just remember, leaving here, just contact Tower, give him your ATIS. He'll tell you where to taxi, and then when you get out of here, you don't need to talk to a single other person until we get to our last airport. Call him just as before you get into his Delta.
already.
I'm probably
is-
also gonna contact Peachtree just to get a Delta transition.
Okay, yeah, Atlanta's up. That's good. That's probably gonna call them for flight following either that or just get it off the ground at Tuscaloosa.
Yeah, and then of course, whatever you guys want to do, Smitty, if you want anything else, feel free to get flight following or what might have you.
All right, I'll see if I can follow. Keep along.
Alright, so let me go ahead and get the plane started, and that way we can get radio access, and we can see what's going on with VATSIM. So I was playing around with these configurations, and this one gives me GPS, but I like, call me weird, but I like not having GPS. Let me see if my engine, still no engine damage, so I feel pretty good about that. I've been flying the plane without damaging the engine, so that feels good. I feel good about myself. Alright, so that's what the plane looks like. But let's go ahead and take some of this stuff off. We're going to go ahead and take away the tie-downs and the chocks. Let me show you. These right here are the tie-downs, and these that are on the wheel are the chocks. Let's go ahead and get rid of them. Alright, so at that point, we're good with this. We don't need this thing here. What we will do is we'll open up the door and just let some fresh air in. So we're hanging out.
How do you do that, though?
Oh,
We'll
just
open this window
double-click
up
on
here.
the guy's name. You know, when you open up VPilot,
So we're flying with.
like CTL ATIS, double-click
I
on
need to
that,
get.
Jacqueline, and it'll come right
I
up.
need to get
and
rid
your
of
text
this.
in green.
This livery. I don't like it.
Oh,
I don't ever use it, but it
That works.
always shows up. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at a checklist. I need to, at some point, this is the Piper Cherokee Turbo Arrow 3, and I'm going to need to kind of continue, start going through a checklist.
I hate when those things come up because I'm always thinking I'm getting a private message, I'm doing something bad. I'm like, oh crap.
no.
Oh no.
And then they keep coming up, so you stop looking at
I'm looking for my Discord,
contact me.
so I can put these guys on mute.
Alright guys, well I'll say it. Well, I'm gonna wait just one more, like 30 more seconds, I'll stop briefing.
Alright, so I'll just wait for him to stop briefing. I'll put this on full, and then we'll go through the checklist until he starts to brief us on the flight tonight. And then we'll continue. Alright, so here's a checklist. Pre-flight, interior, exterior, before the engine starts. So these are all safety measures so that we don't forget something in this plane and we crash. Pre-flight interior, there's 12 things here. I don't really think we need to...
Alright, 801, we'll get going. Welcome everybody. Another installment of GA Tuesday. This flight plan, of course, made courtesy by Miguel, like all the GA flight plans that have been coming up. Miguel is basically now our new GA boss. Anything GA related will go through Miguel. He is our GA guy. And I just want to also welcome Mark to the team as well. He's going to help us here and there with some of the flight planning and setting up some of the Google Docs and everything else that you guys see. And we'll have him doing a bunch of other stuff too. So he's already been sweating all over the place with all the work we've been giving him. But guys, real quick, we go over the admin briefing. Oh, hang on, my ATIS just started going off. make sure your push to talk mute is in Discord, and then you're not speaking. Of course, you guys need to talk or anything, film when they're free in Discord, but just make sure you have your push to talks mute set up so that you know, it's just not constant noise going off. Your Discord name, make sure it's your first name followed by your call sign. Don't forget to put operated by the pilot club in your flight plan remarks. All pilots flying this flight will get 250 TPC points. Pilots who use TPC call sign on this flight will also get 500 TPC points. Only those members who completed the onboarding, read the SOP, and have acknowledged it will be able to fly in group flights going forward. So if you guys haven't already, just make sure you go read the SOP, and all you do is just click the check mark, and that automatically onboards you. Very simple. And last thing, sterile flight deck below 10,000 feet. Of course, for us GA folk, I always like to say sterile flight deck below 1,000 feet. Just make sure you guys are on your A game. So real quick, let's go over the flight plan. There it is. So we're going to be departing at Tuscaloosa. We have tower on, and of course we have ATIS up. ATIS right now should be information tango. Just make sure when you contact up tower, let them know your intentions and that you have tango. Of course, completely up to you when you depart out of here if you want to pick up flight following or not. Up to you. Departing Tuscaloosa, we're going to just fly south. We're going to intercept the I-220. I know it doesn't really come up too well on my sectional, but if you guys look at even Google Earth, you can see how way I-20 runs up, and we'll follow that right into Atlanta, basically. First waypoint we'll fly over is the Kilo Echo Kilo Yankee, and then that follows on the 459 on its way to Barber Motorsport Park. That's pretty easy to see on all the sectionals. And then same with Talladega. You see those 3 airports in a row. You get Talladega and all those, so pretty easy to follow that. And then the only tricky part is when you start getting into the Bravo. Well, I should say you're all hopefully going to stay below the Bravo of Atlanta. If you're, make sure that at least you stay below 3,000 feet. Unless you get flight following, you got permission to enter the Bravo and everything else in between, which I don't think you will because of the route we're flying, but possibility. Just make sure you stay below 3,000 feet. And then that's it. Then just make sure that you guys look for the Lions Landing, and then you're gonna keep heading till you overfly the Berry Hill Private Airport, and then that's when you're gonna turn northbound, and then you're gonna make sure you hit that Stone Mountain waypoint. A little tricky to see on the map as well, but again, as long as you're following it, you should be able to get it. I'm gonna be using moving map. I'm just gonna follow it off of that, and then yeah, just make sure you stay clear of the Bravo and the Delta airspace, and then head over to Tank Farm. And then once you get over to Tank Farm, turn northwest, and we'll head up to our last airport of Cobb County. Now again, Cobb County is a Delta, so if you're not going to be getting flight following and just flying underneath the Bravo, just make sure that when you're just outside of it, preferably, I mean, you could probably do it even around Tank Farm or before that. Just call up Cobb County Tower and let them know your intentions. And of course, don't forget to pick up ATIS and let them know what information ATIS that you're with. And as I always say, make sure that you have all hopefully read the Google Doc link on it. I just went over it briefly. So is there any questions at all on the flight plan or the routing? Anything at all on the flight?
Not for me.
Seems good so far.
Alright, perfect.
That was
So,
pretty cool.
yeah, no, well, thank you as well, everybody, for coming along. We have a bunch of more cool flights planned, and I got a bunch of other things coming up. We're always making new flights, and not even that. We got a bunch of more giveaways coming up. We have a trivia night coming up. We got a bunch of stuff lined up, so stay tuned, everybody. But if there's no other further questions, I'll let you guys all go. Whoever wants to contact Tower first, make sure you don't forget to give them the ATIS Tango. Have a great flight, guys.
You too, man. Thanks.
It's uniform now.
Oh, uniform now, uniform, yep.
So, uniform. So, ATIS, ATIS, uniform. Alright, so let me see. I'm just writing some stuff down. Okay, so let's get back into this full screen. Alright, so we have pre-flight. Let me see here. I don't know if I really want to do all the pre-flight stuff. Brakes are set. The gear selector is down. So here's the brake. Right here, parking brake is on. Here's the landing gear. It's down. Gear selector down. Avionics is off, so I don't have any of my navigation tools on, so those are off. Mixture is lean. So this is my mixture here. Let me see here. This is my mixture. So lean just means that so this means I'm adding fuel to the engine, and lean means that I'm not adding fuel to the engine. All right. So mixture is lean, magnetos are off. These are the magnetos here. So I've been doing a little bit of learning. I've been watching a bunch of YouTube videos and stuff like that, just on the basics, and I'm learning what the magnetos actually do. They actually power the spark plugs that then for the longest time I didn't really understand what spark plugs do. But I'm learning that part of the combustion cycle of an engine requires the spark plug. So this right here, the spark plugs are off, so it's not going to accidentally turn on the propeller and cut somebody. There's a right magneto, a left magneto, which is basically just a right starter and a left starter. Then you can use both at the same time, and then you can actually start the engine. So magnetos are off. Battery switch is on. So I have a hardware device, so I'm going to be using that as much as I can. So there goes the battery. Battery's on. Fuel quantity check. So here, oops, I'm doing a little stuttering here. So here's the fuel. Looks like it's 20 gallons in each tank.
Yeah.
So I'm checking that.
You right above the altitude.
Yeah.
An actuator panel, which I don't know where that is. I think this is the actuator panel. So confirm that all actuators are on. So I'm gonna assume that this is all on. Is there a way of testing it? Over beast. All right. So now that I've checked those things, I'm going to turn the battery off. There it is. I'm going to check. It says flight controls free and correct. So let's put this back on so you can see them. So I'm just going to check to see that I can turn them. All right. I can push it in and pull it back. There's nothing obstructing the controls. Sounds good. We're going to check the flaps. So here is the lever that we're using to do the flaps. So I'm going to pull up. That's 10 degrees. I think that's... Does it show it? No. We'll go with 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Alright, now this is a manual process, so I'm going to pull it up. Excuse me. You can see that the flaps over here went down. I'm going to pull it up again. It goes down some more. We're just going to assume that it went down all the way. Alright, so flaps seem to be working. The elevator trim, we want that in neutral. Elevator trim is very important. This right here makes flying a lot easier. We just want to make sure that it's in the neutral position. So here is the neutral. If I put it, if I push it up, it will point the nose. It will pitch the nose down. It will pitch the nose up. So I want it in neutral for right now. All right. So we've completed the pre-flight interior check. Now we have the exterior check. Control surfaces, lights, tie-downs, chocks, tow bar, engine oil. Make sure that it's closed. I think we can actually turn that on. Let me see. I thought that was like a little feature there. Here's the oil door. So here's the oil door here. Just make sure that it's closed. Look at that. Oh, there we go. Automation. So control surfaces, that would be check for conditions. So if I would check to see, I would walk outside here and see if the wings were okay, if there was any icing or any rust or anything that would be a problem. The propellers, I would check everything. So I would come here, then I would walk around the plane and do a thorough check of everything. So this is not like driving a car at all. It's so funny. I've driven a car but 20 plus years of my life, and I don't ever check anything. I just jump in the car, start it, and go on. I don't check anything. But in this plane, I feel compelled because I could fall out of the sky. So it's weird. So we're gonna cabin doors. Cabin doors are closed and latched. Let's go ahead and close this door. Let's lock it. Alright, there we go. We're still going to keep this window open for the time being until I start the engine. So I'm not going to waste time checking everything. All of this is red. This is all exterior stuff. So here, Alright, so this is right before engine start. Circuit breakers are in. I don't know how many times I've said this before. I love the concept of these circuit breakers. These circuit breakers guarantee that if something electrical is malfunctioning, you can just turn it off by disrupting the circuit. By simply popping it out, you stop it from working. So if your autopilot's going all crazy and you can't turn it off, just pop this out and your autopilot has no power and it won't work. The majority of the plane is mechanical anyway, so you don't need any of the electronics really. So all these are pushed in. We can take a look from the side. So if I show you, if any of them were open, you'd be able to see them. Alright, cool. So circuit breakers are all in. Alternator air is off. I don't know where that is. I think it's this. Alternator air. I haven't learned what this does yet. I'll have to learn it eventually. Alright, prop lever, maximum RPM. So the blue is the prop lever. So here it is, maximum. This controls the speed of the propeller. Fuel selector, fullest tank. Here's the fuel selector here. Normally you would start it, it would be on off. This is the left fuel tank, right fuel tank. We'll just do it on left right now since they're both at 20 gallons. And there we go. Before engine start checklist is complete. Alright, so let's go with the engine start. Cold engine, warm engine. So to my understanding, if the oil temperature, oil pressure, I think it's the temperature. If the oil temperature is below 120 degrees, I think that is the Cessna. So I think in this plane, if it's below 180, then we go ahead with a cold engine check. So let's turn on the battery and see if the oil. So the fuel shows up. I don't think this will move until the engine's on. So I don't know how to check for that. We'll go with a warm though because the temperature is pretty okay. What's the temperature? The temperature is that right? Almost 40 degrees Celsius? No. I guess. Man, it's hot outside. So we're definitely going with a warm one. Alright, so here's our throttle. Set the throttle to 25 degrees, which is, or 25%, which is somewhere over here. Alright, now we're going to turn the battery switch on, which is, we have a whole bunch of switches over here. This is our battery switch, so now the battery's on. We're going to turn the alternator on. There we go. Now we're going to turn the beacon on. So we want the beacon on so that people know that stuff's happening with this plane. So I don't know if we can see it. I'm going to turn the beacon on right now. You should see the light at the tail of this plane light up. We're also going to turn the navigation lights on. And you should see this little green light on that side, and on the other side, on the left side, is the red light. So we have some lights going on. Beacon, navigation. Let's get back inside. We're going to go ahead and turn on the pitot heat, which is one of these buttons right here. Alright. Now we're going to go for the fuel pump. Let's turn that on. This, I believe, is this red button here. We're going to turn that fuel pump on. Mixture is already set to lean. Propeller, we're going to confirm that the area around the propeller is clear. So we're going to take a look. Let's take a look to the right. Hey, get out of here. I can't see to the right. Go to the left. There's no kids playing. We're gonna yell clear prop, clear prop. And then we're gonna go ahead and start the engine. Now as soon as I start the engine, I need to put my mixture to rich. So I'm going to get rid of this so we can see it. So here I'm going to start the engine, or the ignition. When it's alright, I'll try it again. Alright, put it to rich. So I'm going to set this throttle down. It should be at around 1,000. And this throttle is sensitive. Alright, so now it's making a whole bunch of noise. I'm going to go ahead and close the window. Propeller's on. People around me should be able to see it and know that it's on. I don't have to keep yelling clear prop. Alright. Ignition start. We gave it the mixture. Engine started. The magneto switch is set to both. Right there. It's good. Okay, so they want the throttle at 1500. I keep thinking 1,000 because that's typically what the Cessna is. We can turn off the fuel pump. Don't need that anymore. Alright, so now we can check the oil pressure. So let's see about this oil pressure over here. So the oil pressure is here at 30. Oh, yes, putting the throttle at 150 is going to help warm up the engine. So I think we want to get it to 180. Oil pressure is in the green, so that's good. Alright, and now we're ready for taxiing. We would turn on our landing lights and avionics and all that good stuff. So I think because we do need our radio, let's go ahead and do most of this. So the landing light, as required, we don't need the landing lights right now. We do need to turn our aviation on. So here's our radios. We have COM 1, COM 2, NAV 1, and NAV 2. I don't usually use the 2s. I'm going to stick to the 1s right now. And it's already on, so by default it's usually at off, but I don't think I turned it off last time, so it just set it there. So COM 1 and COM 1 and NAV 1. I'm going to turn the volume up on the COM, and if I need, I'm going to turn the volume up on the NAV. That'll come up later. For the transponder, I'll set it to standby since I'm not using it just this moment. Now I will turn on my other avionics. I will be using this tool, and I'll be using this tool as well, and we'll talk about these tools when I need them. Avionics is on, radios are set, kinda. Transponder is set, sure. Altimeter setting, I'll have to set all that stuff. Okay. So let me see here. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get registered, or let's sign into let's sign into VATSIM. So I'm going to connect. You don't see the window that's here, but I'm going to put in, my call sign is TPC. Oh, can I do P? Okay, TPC, nope. 444 for this run. My type code, P28. Ooh, I seem to get my, don't have my numbers right. P28, I think it's T for turbo, or is it, no, it's S. So it's a Piper P828R 201T arrow 3. So the type code is P28S. So I'm going to connect to VATSIM. This will start to give me the controllers that are available in the area. And we're going to have to work on our flight plan in a couple minutes. Alright, so this is GA Tuesday, so General Aviation Tuesday, SWTEE. So what's happening here is we are basically flying, it says PDK, but I think we ended up, well, no. So this is VATSIM. VATSIM is available in these areas, and we're flying in that space somewhere. So here is the Pilot Club document. Let me go ahead and zoom this in a little bit so you can see it. So I'll go through this stuff in a minute, but this is the routing. We'll start at this airport, KTCL. You know what? TCL Tower is online, so we'll need them. I wonder if they handle... We'll sign into 12630. So here's my comm. 12630. We'll at least hear what's going on while we're talking. If there's any activity. 12630, I've verified. Alright, so I'm assuming everything's good. My volumes are up. You know what? Let me check ATIS and just verify that my volume is working. So you know what? I'm gonna try COM 2 right now.
Is that you I see, Miguel? Yes, it is.
I'm gonna try COM 2.
Come up on the side of you.
And that is 132. Oh, I don't have it set properly. Okay,
I just looked at my window.
we'll go back to COM 1. 132. 132.825. So
Oh,
82.
Where's all the snow?
Zulu.
Okay.
5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000.
Okay, so that definitely works. So there wasn't any activity happening, but it'll happen. So that's the airport that we're going to start at. Here is the route that we kind of went through. This is a description of
Yeah, same here.
of the route.
Just everything else.
And so let me see here. I want to pull up my notes. You won't be able to see my notes. That's fine.
I felt like I was running everybody over in the 208, so I was like, I'm going to go with the slower aircraft.
You guys get the Beach 18 at some point.
Alright, so sectional chart overview of the route. So let's go ahead and check out this sectional chart. This is, I'm using Sky Vector for this one.
One aircraft at a time. It seems like this last couple months they've just been.
So the general idea is the airport we're departing from is Tuscaloosa. The ICAO code is TCL, which is because we're in the United States, KTCL. The control tower is 126.3. This, I think, lets you know that you have CTAF available. I don't remember. ASOS 132.825. This is used for weather. The elevation of this airport is 170 feet. This has, sorry, let me see if I can get in a little closer. This has limited lighting. The longest runway is 6,500 feet. They like to cut off 2 zeros, so 6,500, and 122.95 is CTAF, which is kind of like not an emergency. It's like an it's like, I think it's common traffic something frequency. So
Yeah,
it's
those are
basically
very close to
if
other
there's
arrows, aren't they?
if you want to talk to
Yes,
other
as well.
pilots, then you would use this one. We're going to be talking to Tower since this is a controlled airspace. Since it's a controlled airport. Okay, so we're going to be headed west. We're going to be headed in the 090 direction.
Forgot how
What's up,
cooperative of an
Jeep?
airport the DA-40 is.
Rubicon 2K3. How's it going, buddy? Alright, so we're going to be headed in the west direction, 90 degrees.
Does exactly what you need it to do.
And there's going to be a couple of obstacles, but these are like 500 feet high or tall, so we're going to be well over that. The idea is for us to follow this highway that'll be on our right hand side. So there's a road on our left. I believe this is this one with the dash. This is a railroad, but we're gonna go ahead and just make sure that there's a distinct road or a highway on our right hand side. So this is a VFR flight. So the whole point is you're spending more time looking outside than you are looking at your instruments. Since I'm not using GPS, I'm going to be using all the nav aids that I have available to me. So Brookwood would be the first VOR that I use to help me navigate. This will just let me know that I'm going in the right direction. Okay, so we'll continue following this highway. At some point, we're going to cross it. So we just want to make sure that we keep going. So there'll be a airport that we'll pass over. Bessemer, EKY. Some information on that one. It's 700 feet elevation. Longest runway is 6,000. It also has CTAF, so it's red. So there means that there's no control tower. So this one is an unmanned or untowered or uncontrolled airport or something like that. So you're going to use 123.0 to basically talk to other pilots in that area. All right, so once we cross that one, we'll know that there's some indicators that we can use that we're on the right track. Is the airport's here, and that there is a major road on our left-hand side. So we're going to go ahead and basically at that point cross over the airport, follow the road, keep the road on our left. We're gonna go in like a 62, heading 062. So we're gonna keep going. There's gonna be some sort of intersection, and we'll need to figure that out. What I could use is there's a beacon, McDen 224. I can use the beacon to just make sure that I'm on the right path. While I'm flying up this way, this beacon should be pointed to my left, and that'll indicate that I'm headed in the right direction. So we're looking for a speedway. There'll be another highway, so we'll just try and keep track of all these things here. Once we get to the speedway, we'll make a right. We'll keep the highway on our left, and we'll just keep going. So at this point, highway still on our left-hand side. We're going to go ahead and pass over another airport, St. Clair. I guess it's community. I don't know. PLR. There'll be a river, a lake type river. Highway still on our left-hand side. We're going to end up passing another speedway and or the Talladega Speedway and an airport. So those would be cool. Pass over that. We'll go to the next waypoint, which is Anniston Regional, ANB. I don't know if I'm going to pick up flight following. I mean, I probably should. So we're going to have coverage with Tower, and then after that it'll be Atlanta Center. So I should pick up flight following from there, yeah. I'll try to. I mean, sometimes I'm afraid to interact with VATSIM, but you know, they're there for our help, so we should stop being afraid and utilize them. Alright, so let me see here. So I'm doing this for you. I'm reviewing this map for you, but I'm also doing it for me because I got to keep track of this. So highway is basically going to be on our left hand side, so that's the major thing that we'll keep track of. It's going to keep going in a 095 direction. At this point I'm wondering if there are any radios nav aids that I can use. So here's a beacon. So here's a beacon that I can get access to. I'm looking for the...
Thanks for the reminder.
Oh, here it is. Carrollton. So there's a Carrollton beacon 278. So as long as that's in my direction, then that's be super helpful for me. Okay, so at this point, this is where things get a little tricky. So this is the Atlanta airspace, and this is Class Bravo. So I believe the guys said to stay under 3,000. So at that point, I'll probably go 2,000 feet, and then we won't have to deal with. Right here, the max is 12,500 to 3,000. That's for this section right here. For this section right here, it's the minimum is 4,000, and I think that's good. So I'm going in. So over here, I need to be under 4,000. Over here, I need to be under 3,000. So as long as I stay under there, I don't have to get clearance to travel through this airspace. Alright, so this is cool. There's like 4 private airfields right next to each other. So many airfields. How are we going to figure out what this one is? So after this beacon, it'll be behind me, and then I will just like keep an eye out for something. Yeah, I don't know. Here goes a highway. I'll figure this part out. We'll figure it out. So actually, here's a highway. There's a road. I don't see any. I mean, here's a river. So maybe as I get close to this is the Chattahoochee. As I get closer to the Chattahoochee, then I'll just start veering 098 degrees. We'll see. All right. At that point, it's another long stretch. I could use, I mean, I could probably easily see the Atlanta airport. I don't need to use their VOR. So there's another airport over here that we'll use as a waypoint. When we get to that waypoint, we make a left and start heading north. At this point, this is the, whoops. Uh-oh. Oh well. At this point, it's easy to see, once we get over here, it is easy to see Stone Mountain. So this is supposed to be Stone Mountain, so once we get there, we're okay. If I want to, I can use the VOR from Peachtree, which is over here on the left. So I could use that just kind of like an indicator. So once we get to Peachtree, once we get to Stone Mountain, we'll make a left, head in direction 281 degrees. And this is the one that I didn't really capture. So I think I was trying to figure out that I might use a nav aid for this one. There's a stadium over here. Oh, there's a baseball game. Oh, you know, it's so funny. So I live in Georgia, and I actually work in this area. This is Dobbins Air Force Base. This is the stadium where the Braves is playing tonight. I work somewhere around here, so there's a bunch of traffic. So now it's neat that I'm going to be flying over this area. So I guess I'm supposed to stay away from this. Let's see here. According to this, 3,000 AGL. So I'm thinking that I'll need to fly higher than 3,000 feet in order to stay out of this zone. So here's the trick, is if I do that. Okay, good. So here the minimum is 5,000 feet, so I can hit 3,000 no problem. What about this one? And this one's actually 6,000 is the minimum. So cool. And 6,000. Okay, so once we get past Stone Mountain, we'll start climbing up to, we'll say 3,500, just to stay out of this zone here.
Yeah, I'm having frame issues right now.
And we'll hit up this spot. I don't know where that spot is.
For a mile there, it was like crap.
We'll then turn northwest, cross over a highway, and then make a right and try and land at Kennesaw, or Cobb County International. This is blue, so this means that it is towered. So here goes the control tower, 125.9. It has ATIS, which we'll need to figure out the weather and what runway we're going to be landing at, so forth and so on. Alright. So that is a rough idea of what's going on. Let's go ahead and check the departure. So let's take a look at the airport, because we need to know what we're doing. So this airport here is... So this is the Tuscaloosa? Tuscaloosa. It feels like I'm saying it wrong. This is Tuscaloosa Airport, so I want to get familiar. I should get familiar with the airfield. So I am... How can I, in this state that I put you in, let's go ahead and... in a normal tablet, I would be able to zoom in. Is this it? This is that. What is this? This is dock panel to bottom. Don't want to do that. I do want to zoom in though. Alright. Alright, so here we have runway 22. Hard to see. 2230 is this way, 1, 2, and 4. So let's go ahead and check ATIS.
Oh, yeah, I see it.
Let's check our ATIS and see what it has to say about our airport. So the ATIS is 132.825 or 0.825. Oh, I'm pushing the wrong one. I'm doing nav.
City of Airport. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on init contact. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Uniform.
It's going to start over. It's an automated system.
Tuscaloosa REGL Airport 8 is information. Uniform 2353 Zulu. Wind 110 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 34. Dew point 22. Altimeter 3011. ILS runway 4. ILS runway 12 approach and use. LDNG and DPNG runway 4. Runway 12 notices to air missions. Birds and deer on and in vicinity of airport. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on init contact. Advise on initial contact. You have information. Uniform.
I'm going to listen to it again. There's some things I missed.
Tuscaloosa REGL Airport 8 is information. Uniform 2353 Zulu. Wind 110 at 5. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 34. Dew point 22. Altimeter 3011. ILS runway 4. ILS runway 12 approach and use. LDNG and DPNG runway 4. Runway 12 notices to air missions. birds and deer on and in vicinity of airport. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Advise on in.
Okay.
Higher visibility.
So based on what Adis said, the winds are coming from the direction 110, which is, so north is 0, this is 90, and this is south is 180. So 110 is basically east. It's coming east
in a way because it's
at 5 knots.
approach, I think, right?
So if it's coming in east, we want to point our nose in that direction.
As in its Unicom.
So
but
what?
I know, I've been doing training, but not
110.
long as,
Let me see
echo
here.
goes
So
around.
I'm thinking 12. So it's coming in this way. So I'm probably thinking that the departure runway is going to be 12, which is good because I think we're over here. So we will just need to take. I need to figure out how to zoom into this thing. Here we go. Zoom in. Alright, so I think we're over here. So they'll, if everything's right, they'll say taxi via Echo Charlie to runway 12. That'd be cool. Okay, so some other things that Ada said was that the QNH, the pressure altitude is 30.11, and we have information uniform. That's what we'll need to tell ATC, and that we need to say the direction of flight. So our direction is east, so we will need to say something about departing east. So let me go ahead and change the or update the QNH. This right here. So we'll need to update this to 330.11, and this is helpful. This is helpful to let us know what our altitude is. So the altitude here is now 100. So this is it's basically 200. Based on the pressure of the atmosphere, the altitude is 200 feet. Let me see what our, yeah. All right, so let's look at tower, and let's see if we can get clearance to the runway and all that stuff. So 126, 300. Okay. Let's take a look at, let's do a little bit of flight planning so that you can see.
Cessna 2 Delta Echo, report run up complete.
You can see VATSIM. So here we are. This
Run up complete, 2 Delta Echo.
This is the Atlanta region that we're in. Let's see, we are way over here at KTCL. I don't show up yet. Oh, I don't show up because I didn't file my plan. So let me go ahead and file it. I have VATSIM open, but you won't be able to see it because of the pop-up window. K, oh boy, K, nope.
Pilot Club 6789, leaving my airspace. And for flight following, contact departure 119.37.
Frequency change 11937. Pilot Club 6789.
Alright, KRYY, K, PDK.
Tower, Cessna 172 Delta Com, ready for departure. Cessna 2 Delta Echo, on course departure, approved runway 4, clear for takeoff. Clear for takeoff, runway 4 with an on course departure 2 Delta.
Sorry, I turned the volume down. I didn't realize that it was that loud. That was pretty loud. They have good microphones. All right, so I'm looking at I'm trying to fill out the flight plan. I'm trying to figure out the departure time. So it's 20:46 right now, which is 8:46. Zulu time is 4 hours ahead, so that sounds like midnight.
Tuscaloosa Tower, Twin Star, 602 Mike, run up complete.
So 0050.
72 Mike, runway 4 at Alpha 4, line and wait. Line up and wait, runway 4 at Alpha 4, Twin Star 2, Mike.
Because we're headed east, our numbers, our altitude is supposed to be even. I think it's even. So we're gonna go 3,000. Operated.
Diamond 2, Mike on course departure. Approved runway 4 at Alpha 4, cleared for takeoff. On course approved, cleared for takeoff, runway 4 at Alpha 4, 2 Mike.
Alright, so I filed my plan, so eventually I should show up in this chart here. The next time that it refreshes, hopefully. I don't know if I can. Alright, so let's take a look at the other guys, because I think I'm the last one. So TPC, all the TPC guys are out of there. They're going to eventually make their way into the Atlanta space. Going to go north. Here's KLZU, here's PDK, and then they're going to land over here somewhere. Alright. So let's get back to this here. Alright, so I've got, I think I have everything going.
Oh, Ricky Bobba down there.
What I do want to set is my, do I really need to? I don't think I need to set this. I'm just gonna 90 degrees. Well, I'll set this and then we'll set it again. So first nav is 111.0. So let's go with the 111.0. Oh, look at that! It already picked it up. That's cool.
300.
So at this point, oh, I'm sorry.
Diamond 2 Mike, traffic off your nose, 2 miles southeast bound, ASS altitude indicates 1,600.
Hey,
report traffic 2 Mike.
Hey Jeep, sorry about that. I did not get my private yet. I'm really just a sim enthusiast. I'm looking for a flight school, and as soon as I secure the money,
2 Mike's got that traffic in sight.
It's roughly about $10,000 to $15,000 for flight school. So as soon as I secure that, then I'll definitely go ahead and jump on that as soon as possible. So right now I'm getting all my lessons, all my ground schooling from YouTube, from flying with the pilot club, from all of these resources, and I mean, I've turned into a real nerd about this. So any opportunity to learn about aviation and processes and charts and all that good stuff, I seem to eat it up. I don't know why, but it is a great thing to be in the internet age. Everything I need is on the internet. All right, so I think everything is good. And actually, and these flights, all this checklist stuff that I'm doing, all of this stuff, this is all just this is what I'm using as practice. So as boring as it may seem to some people, and some people may be into it, I am really taking these opportunities to get familiar with doing a checklist, with doing a flight
leaving my airspace, no further. Oh my God, you definitely have ADC available if you want. Frequency change approved. I'll see you at Fulton County. 2 Mike, have a good one. See you soon.
We're doing a flight plan and all that good stuff. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and get in touch with air traffic control, and let's go ahead and get going here.
November 155 Foxtrot, Tuscaloosa Tower out of here.
What is that? Okay, so I need to know where I am calling from. So because that's I always have a problem with that. So this is Tuscaloosa. I'm gonna pull that up again. control scroll gets me that. So I'm gonna write down where I am, Tuscaloosa. So I'm gonna be talking to Tuscaloosa Tower. Where am I going?
Full stopping or touch and go?
Oh, it's up to you. I might do a full stop, take a quick little break.
Let's go to Sky Vector. Cobb County. My destination is Cobb County.
I'm just gonna get out, piss off the side of the plane. I'm right back in.
And I'm departing east. So I need to tell them that. Alright, so who am I? Or who am I talking to? I just got my certification in January. This is a wicked cross country. Hey man, Jeep, congratulations. I find it funny that you are referring to it as a certification, because I've learned that that's exactly what it is. Everyone calls it the private pilot's license, but it's actually a certificate. Nice job, man. Congrats. Where'd you go to schooling? And also, how much of your education did you get from YouTube versus the actual ground school? Alright, so the couple W's here. So who am I talking to is Tuscaloosa Tower. Who am I? TPC for... actually, I'm Piper. Piper, let me write that down because I
So you know runway 5 is right traffic.
I forget that sometimes.
Yep.
The type of plane and then my call sign. Piper TP Tango Papa Charlie 444. Where am I? General aviation. GA parking. Actually, I want to say it's GA parking
Oh, I thought that was...
next to the fire station. I wonder if I can see the fire station. Don't think I can see it.
I thought that was Miguel had me.
Charlie. I want to say Charlie 3. I think I'm in the right place.
Far enough behind that I basically
I don't know.
keep static.
I think I'm at Charlie 3. So general aviation in Charlie 3. And what is it that I want to do? Request taxi. For departure. Eastbound is what I'm going for. So let's go ahead and try it. Tuscaloosa Tower. Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444 at GA parking around Charlie 3. Ready for departure, taxi for departure eastbound. That was a mess. It's always a mess. I never get it right. And I'm supposed to say with information uniform. Oh, you know what? Lucky me, I'm not on the right frequency. So I get to do that again. Only you guys. Raleigh, North Carolina. Cool. North Carolina. Where is that? That's close to Georgia. North Carolina, South Carolina. Yeah. Nice, man. And for your Jeep or Rubicon, for your training, you did flight school, and did you do any supplement education, like through YouTube or through other services, or did you just take the information that they gave you that through schooling? Alright, so Tuscaloosa, where am I? Okay, so Tuscaloosa Tower, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444 at GA parking around Charlie 3. Request taxi with information uniform. Oh, that was still worse. That was still bad. What am I trying to do? I wanted parking. No, I wanted taxi. Request taxi. So I'm on the right channel. Let me see. Pop up my... Oh, look at that. Tower's not there anymore. Alright, so now I get to try this with Atlanta Center. Oh, buddy. Alright, 119 and 375. Atlanta Center, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444, radio contact. Sometimes I wonder if they hear me, if I'm talking to myself. 375, I'm on the right.
Air Canada 665, turn left turn heading 290, descend and maintain 6,000.
Alright, so they're definitely there. Oh look, I think there's a message. Closing here.
Doing 770, contact with man approach 133.4, correction 127.9.
Okay, so Tuscaloosa Tower did close. That was at 52. That was 6 minutes ago. Boy, was I late. Alright, you know what? So I think I'm gonna go do Unicom or CTAF. So I mean maybe that's what I get for taking too long. So we're gonna go CTAF, which is 122, 122.8. And we're just going to like kind of talk to ourselves. Alright. Tuscaloosa traffic. Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444. Taxiing to runway 12 via Charlie 2, Charlie 1. Nope, that seemed like way too much information. that didn't seem right. I used a combo of Gilliam and ground. Ooh, I don't know what Gilliam is. I'll have to look that up. Alright, so let's see here. How do I get just... I'm trying to get rid of these aids. There we go. Alright, so let's finally get this thing underway. It is nighttime already, so I'm going to turn the panel lights on. I've got all the lights on except for this. This one, I haven't figured out how to get that working through the hardware yet. Alright. So we're about to taxi, so let's go ahead and turn on our landing gears, our landing lights. The landing lights is there. This is our strobe. I'm gonna save the strobe for when we get to... So there's our lights. I'm gonna save the strobe when we get to when we're ready to depart. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's go with the checklist. As much as I want to skip the checklist. So here's the taxi one. The altimeter, we have that check. Heading indicator. So we are heading out of 12. But we do want to make a 90-degree turn. Alright. So let's just put it on 90. I wonder if it should be on 12. I'm actually not sure yet. Okay. Taxi area is clear. Parking brake. And then some flight and instruments. Compass, indicator, and all that good stuff. I don't know all that good stuff. Oh man, so there's some ground check. We should be doing this. I am not going to do this because I need to get into the air. When I get more efficient, I will do all those checks. Alright, so let's go ahead and set this one at least. So this is the VOR that we're going to be flying towards. So the VOR is in direction, the center of that VOR is, this is 708, this is 9, so it's directly east. So here, okay. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead and get to it. Let me just set my my visuals. Transponder 1200. Thank you, sir. Alright, so let's set our transponder to 1200 while we're on the ground. It's on, and I'm setting it to alt. Nope, alt. Appreciate that. Alright, let me see. I think we're all good. That's what the checklist was for. It was to make sure, to give us confidence that we're good. Alright, so I'm going to release the parking brake. 1500 RPM is a good speed for this plane to start moving, and then I want to bring it down to 1000, kind of get some control. So the heading 12 is on our right, and that's where we want our nose to point, so we want to go to our left. Here's the taxi. Here's the indicator that the runway 12 and 30. So we're going to go to our left. Heading should be set to compass with vacuum. So I actually don't. I guess I'll learn that in ground school, but I don't understand the vacuum too much. But here's our compass here, set to 30. This is set to 30. I'm assuming that it's okay. I can turn this. I can, I guess, course correct. And then this is our vacuum here. So 12 and 30. So I believe we're on. Oops. I believe we're on taxi, or that one was taxi Foxtrot. So I still think we're on Charlie. I'm gonna have to take my word for that one. Nope, I don't know where we are. But either way, so here we are right at the edge. Let's not pass this until we're ready to go. Alright, so here's the line where well, actually we can pass this way. This one's backwards. So I don't know if it's right or not. Let's see if there are any planes behind us. Hard to see right now. Let's take a look in the sim. Alright, no planes. We're gonna put our flaps down, or pull our flaps up. we're gonna do something with our flaps. Okay, so I'm gonna put on the, I'm looking at, there it is. I'm gonna put this on because this is what we're gonna be using. I'm gonna pretend that this is a tablet that I'm using. I'm looking at this sectional chart while I'm flying. We're going to be flying out of here. We're going to go in a 90 degree direction, blah, 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 so forth and so on. Alright. So here, I'm trying to get this manifold pressure around 40, but not past it, because then it'll start to break. This is Tuscaloosa. Tuscaloosa, what is this? Uh-oh. Traffic. Tuscaloosa traffic. Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444, ready for takeoff, runway 12 eastbound. Tuscaloosa traffic. Oh boy. 3 degrees. Oh. Failed my ride over that. Oh no. Didn't confirm runway heading to heading indicator. Was 3 degrees off. Ah, GPS. Let me see here. So Rubicon, confirm heading to heading indicator. Heading should set to compass with vacuum. So I don't understand the vacuum just yet. I'm assuming, is this gyro suction the same thing as vacuum? But I guess these have to make sure this is magnetically set, and then I guess you can set this. So we're going to assume that they're in sync. And I've already told everyone that I'm ready for takeoff. So let's go ahead and get that going. Push this up a little bit. Yeah, I should be looking to see if there are any obstructions, collisions. Alright, let's go with that. So let's get our plane in the middle. We're going to slow it down a bit here and just do some final check. Okay. Landing lights, all that stuff. Taxi strobe. Haha. Almost forgot about the strobe. I turned my strobes on. So let's crank up this engine some. Let's try and stay on the runway. I already forgot what the roll speed. I think it's 65. It's alright, we're off the ground. Let's put our gear up. So this yoke sticks, so as soon as I push it down, it's going to act funny. Alright. Flaps are up. So we're still headed in 1-2. So I've already lost the highway. This is... So let's start heading in 90 degrees. Man, this thing is loud. Alright, so there's a road. Let's try and stay on that 90 degrees right there. We're at 2,000 feet. So let me take off some of this navigational aid here. So the tough part is I'm trying to use the horizon as an indicator and stop looking at my instruments. So right now I'm at 3,000, so I need to cut that off a bit to make sure I'm at 90 degrees because I'm not. Oh, you know why? I need to pull back and stop giving this thing so much power. That's why it keeps climbing. I'm just feeding it power. So I'm supposed to be headed in at 90 degrees, and I'm not. So there's a river to our left, and I mean, I'm assuming that's a highway to our right. And I'm at 3,500 feet. Okay, so looking at this map, this section of map here, I'm already way off from where I'm supposed to be. So I think this river is this river here. So if that's the case, then I mean, but this right here, oh, this is an indication that the center of the VOR is to the right of where I am. So I'm probably over here, right by this river. So the highway is either that one, way over there. Yeah, probably that one. So we're gonna keep flying in this direction, but I think we are over here instead of over here. And this plane is veering to the left. Nice. VOR looks good. So this VOR, I believe, has a DME as well, so I'm about 9 nautical miles away from it. So that's a neat indicator to have. I'm going about, I got it set 2200 RPMs right now. Speed, airspeed, or airspeed indicator, because there's ground speed too, 123 knots? I don't know how to adjust this for temperature and all that stuff. Temperature seems 20 degrees Celsius. Okay, so at this point, hold on, let me check my levels. I think this is super loud for you guys. Or it's super loud for me. Okay, look at that. I get away for 1 minute and this plane starts veering to the left again. Oh, you know what? I should try and get flight following while I'm in the air. So let's try Houston.
Atlanta, hello.
Alright.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 2132.
I'm going to...
Flight level 250 for
I'm going to turn
Southwest 2132, Atlanta, hello.
Just so I can manage myself here.
Traffic Delta 25 US.
Nope.
Atlanta Center, Piper, Tango Papa Charlie 444, radio contact.
Pilot Club 444, Atlanta.
Pilot Club 444 requesting flight following.
Pilot Club 444, squawk 2030.
700 feet of land.
Squawk 2030, Pilot Club 444. That's so funny. I wrote down 2032. So 20. Let's go ahead and change this.
452, my proper cross pond zero maintain correction. American 1699 cross pond zero maintain level 270.
Cross pond zero maintain level 270, American 1699.
Alright, so VOR, this is, as soon as we get this to the from, then that means that we've passed over the VOR, which is about 3.4 nautical miles away. Alright, so having it on, I'm going to turn off my landing lights since I don't need it while I'm flying. Let me show you what it looks like in the sky.
Southwest 2912, contact Jackson, wind to be 5.92. 35.92, good night, Southwest 2912.
So while I'm in the sky, these lights, those landing lights don't do me any good. I'm going to go ahead and turn them off.
Club 444, no traffic between you and the Tuscaloosa Airport. We'll cut off cancellation this frequency. Looking for change approved.
Pilot Club 444, could you repeat? Sorry.
Dekalb 144, report I for cancellation this frequency. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved. Pilot Club 444. Alright, so, you know, I'm
Southwest
actually
1363, contact Atlanta approach 127.9.
actually not really going to change my frequency. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Do I go to another Atlanta center? Maybe I should just ask. Atlanta Center, Pilot Club 444. What frequency am I actually changing to?
I never gave you a frequency change. Pilot Club 444, the squawk is 2030.
Yeah, I was gonna say, somebody tell him we're so sorry.
Okay, copy that. Thank you. So he did give me a squawk, which I did put in. I don't know.
United 1399 is leaving 240.
United 1399, roger.
I'm gonna keep it on. Okay, so, but we did see that we are in the from now, so we've passed the point of no return. So we've passed this here. So let's change to 775. Let's change our heading to 75. Let's see here. I'm gonna be using the autopilot while I get my
United 1399, contact Atlanta approach 127.9.
Atlanta approach 127.9, United 1399, see ya.
That should be set to heading.
Pilot Club 144 radar contact 5 miles to the east of the SWTEE Airport. The Birmingham altimeter is 3016.
I think he canceled you.
9587 Juliet, no traffic observed between you and the SWTEE Airport. Frequency change approved.
Frequency change approved, how's it going?
So, Rubicon, what did he cancel? I recall him mentioning IFR, but I didn't request any IFR. I just requested flight following. So I guess they can just cancel your flight following and you keep the squawk code. Okay. So let me try and see where we are.
Approach station of Minnesota 132 section 135.92.
Alright, so I'm going to turn it off for a minute. So here we are in 075. It looks like this, and this is one reason why I like flying at night. It's easier to see the airports. This would have been difficult to see in the daytime. This star indicates that it has a beacon, a light beacon. I don't know. It has some sort of light on there. So it looks like we're headed in that direction. It seems fine. Let me
70 Air Canada 991.
Alright. Okay, so once we pass this airport, we're going to change to 062, and then we'll just need to figure out what our next... Ooh, that's right. I wanted to use this this beacon over here, so 224. Let's go ahead and get that set. So over here, we'll set this to 2. I think that's 2. And that's 4. This is set to ADF. When it gets in range, of this beacon over here, it will start to point to it. Oh, actually, it already has. Over here. Normally, if it doesn't pick up anything, this arrow will be pointed east. But now it's pointed this way. You're supposed to match up, or I think you're supposed to match up your heading indicator with this one, but I don't think I need to do it because this always shows me the direction that it's in, which I'm not looking for the heading, I'm just looking for the direction. So right now, where are we? We are headed towards this airport here, and this beacon is over here, so it seems to be fine. So there goes that airport that we're going to fly over soon. Just taking a swig of my drink. Sorry, I don't know if I'm. I've got my headset on, but I feel like I'm just absolutely yelling because of this engine. Check my volumes. Does the game sound too loud? Are you VR right now? No, I'm not VR, Zach. I am using Track IR, so which is kind of like an augmented reality kind of. I've got it. I've got a clip on my headset, which allows me to turn. So I'm physically turning my head right now, which I love. Okay, so I don't know where the airport went, which is why you don't fly over airports. You should have your waypoints to your left or to your right so you can see them. Okay, so since that's a thing, here's the beacon. So let's verify with. So the beacon is over here. So if I wanted to, we can just make a guess, and we can just start flying towards 6-2. This should get closer to here, because we're kind of flying in that direction. So there is an airport there. So what airport is that? I mean, most likely it's got to be this one right here. Which airport is that? That is Birmingham. Okay, so 6-2. I think we wanted to see there's a stadium over here. So let's see if we can find that stadium. I put myself back on Unicom. Let me see what's going on with Atlanta Center.
Going 1209 Atlanta, hello, climb and maintain the flight level 370.
370, Spirit 1209.
The engine's loud.
November 414 Whiskey Delta, checking on 17,000.
Number 414 Whiskey Delta, Atlanta Center, hello, the Chattanooga altimeter 3013. Number 337 Delta, contact Atlanta, approach 121.0.
Approach 121.0, thanks for the service leg.
Southwest 1348, contact Atlanta, approach 127.9.
Alright, so that might be...
Southwest 1348, thank you.
So there's the airport over here, and this might be the stadium that we're looking for. Let's check the section of the chart. Were we supposed to find anything over here? I think there's a highway that we're supposed to look at. Some sort of... This looks like the highway. That right there looks like the highway intersection.
85 Kilo Tango, hello, descend via the Jedi 2, arrival the Atlanta altimeter 3014.
Send via Jedi 2, 3014, 5 Kilo Tango.
I did turn down the desktop volume. Does that help a little bit? Okay, so according to the chart here, we're just going to, I believe this is that intersection that we're looking for. Most likely, there's the airport, there's the stadium. We're going to try and fly by that stadium. Now this airspace, I'm not too familiar with it. I think it's a C airspace, I don't know. It's, the minimum is 2,400, so...
Number 2867 Mike Atlanta Center, hello, Diego altimeter 3008.
Should I fly down to 2,400 while I'm in this spot here? Not really sure.
Denver 5398, contact Atlanta Center, correction Jackson Center 135.92.
I'm gonna do it so that we can take a look at this.
Atlanta Center, Pilot Club 217, VFR aircraft with a flight following.
Alright, I switched back to Unicom. So let's go ahead and let's dive down some. I mean, I'm pretty confident. So I'm going to take off autopilot. And let's go ahead and I want us to see it on the right-hand side. So I'm going to try and get down to about 2,000 feet. Am I? You know what? Look at my... Look at how high I am. I'm at 6,000 feet, and I did not recognize that. That's terrible. I don't think there's any way that I can get down there comfortably at 2,000 feet. So many things to pay attention to. Let's put back on Atlanta Center. Holy moly, I was at 6,000 feet. That's wild. So, what,
Atlanta Center, good evening. November 1 Sierra Oscar, just passing flight level 200 for 310.
1 Sierra Oscar, Atlanta Center, hello.
alright, so let's take a look at... I don't want to fly in too close to this ring. I want to stay... So this is... I think this is surface level, so this is from the floor up to 4,000. So I want to at least try and stay in here. It's funny, at 6,000 feet I was actually well above. So there's the airport.
Atlanta Center, November 837 Romeo, currently cruising at Mach 0.68. We filed for Mach 0.75 if that's possible.
Trying to drop down to about 1,000 feet per minute. I would probably should slow down.
837 Romeo, Atlanta Center, hello.
Because I think I'm gonna overpass it.
Atlanta Center, Honda Jet, 24 Hotel Juliet with you, flight level 410, Mach 0.71.
Number 24 Hotel Juliet, Atlanta Center, hello.
Atlanta Center, Delta 718 is with you, climbing through flight level 121 for 14,000 and
So,
270 knots for 300.
now I'm thinking that's it
Delta 718,
because of this road.
Up to 340 for Delta 718.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 4269, flight level 330. Southwest 4269, Atlanta Center, hello.
Alright, I'm going back to Unicom. So I'm looking at this map here, and here's a major road. These lights. This looks like a major road. I think that might be the place. That might just be a bunch of lights. Alright. So I'm at about 3,500 feet. Now I'm going to try and pass it on... Ooh. That looks like a stadium. And it's on the right-hand side of the road, according to the map. So that may be the one. You know what? Actually, I don't know anymore. They all look... they all look like stadiums to me now. Alright, so we're at 3,000 feet. Let's keep going, see if we can get down to 2,000. So that's definitely a highway. And what does that look like? That looks very dim. That does not look like a stadium. We're at about 2,300 feet. That is not a stadium. Maybe a park? Alright. I mean, that right there looks like it has lots of lights. That could very well be a stadium. I'm at about 2,000 feet right now. Ooh, and I'm dropping. So, when they said stadium, I thought it was a speedway. It looks like a speedway. No, it looks like a football field. The wrong stadium. Well, it's a stadium. It's not the one that I was thinking. Got a baseball. It's got 2 baseball fields and a football. All right. Let's try and keep this nose up here. Put some power back on this thing here. Alright, so now that we've completely gone off the rails from where we were supposed to go, let's try and get this thing back. So 089 degrees is the heading that we're going to want to try and go to. Was that it? Oh, there's one, and that looks like another one. What is that one? I'd say, you know what? It's really not worth it. I need to get to where I need to get to. So let's go for 089, which is just more east. All right. So I'm at 2,500 feet. Steady climb of 500 feet per minute. That seems, I'm okay with that. But I need to pay attention and stay at 3,000 or 3,500. Alright, so the heading, I'm now heading north and I want to head east to 89. So actually, I can just, no. I'm gonna put autopilot back on and have it turn me. So I'm still in a positive, well, nope, not in a positive anymore. Let me use my trim and make myself positive. Ooh, too high, too high. Get that vertical speed indicator down to 0. Alright, that seems stable. Alright, good deal. So roughly 3,200. Alright, cool. So let's go back to this. So let's pretend that, actually let me see if I could. So there's, I mean, that's got to be like the highway. Where is that highway? It's got to be like this highway? No. You know what? There's supposed to be a major highway on our left. That was the one that we were following. So maybe this is the highway here. All right. I was looking for other nav aids. I think Carrollton, yeah, Carrollton was the next one. So 278. Let me see. I'm climbing again because this thing loves to climb. Put it down to 2,200 RPMs. Let's get that manifold pressure. Oops. Get that manifold pressure down too. Stop climbing, buddy. So there's no like speed. Look at that. Can't see anything out here. There's no VFR happening. All right, so that was 278. So let's go with 7 and 8.
Sim's getting really laggy over here.
Okay. So right now, so it hasn't picked it up, so it's just pointing east, and then as soon as it picks it up, it'll probably point north somewhere. All right, so I mean, I think that's the highway. There's a highway there. Alright, so we're doing 89. Okay, so let's see. So there was a lake that we could use, but there's no lake. So here is yellow, which indicates like a city. Pell City. So I guess we're looking for a place with lights. So this area over here might be Pell City. Hard to say. So here is a road, and here is a highway, so I mean, I'm pretty confident that's the highway. Ooh, that's right. I wanted to use this DME. So here's the Talladega DME, which will give me some, which will give me distance. So Talladega is 108.8. Let's see what's going on there. So nav aid is 108. What is that? 80. It's going the other direction. Okay, so it's not going to give me a direction, but it will give me distance because it's a DME, distance measuring, I think, equipment. So 25 nautical miles. Let me see if it's going down. I didn't pay attention. Yep. Okay, so we're headed east. So we're gonna be headed in the right direction. But this is good because this gives me, I mean, I don't know where it is per se. I guess this is it here. So we're headed in the right direction. So there's another airport. So 89. There's another airport. This one does have a beacon. So, or does have a lighting system. But you know what? If that's that white thing over there is a stadium, I mean Talladega Speedway. This might be Talladega Speedway, which is over here, right in front of that airport. So I'm curious. Curious if I can see any other anything really. Alright, it's fine. Let me see here. Still around 3,000. That's good. Last time I was at 6,000. That was shocking. Alright, 21 nautical miles roughly. Let's go back to Atlanta Center. See what's going on there. Vectors to St. Clair. Oh, I could actually, that's right. They're there to help. So afraid of talking to them. I forget that they're actually helpful. Vector to St. Clair. Nice.
Bay 37 Romeo, contact Atlanta approach 121.0.
Atlanta Center, Delta 26, checking in with you, flight level 310, about 10 miles from TOD.
Let me try to see if I can jump in.
Center November 837 Romeo requesting speed reduction to 250 knots for approaching 10,000.
So 837 Romeo, the speed is yours. That's flight below 10. You can radio set and set line approach 127.9. You can resume normal speed.
I'm gonna actually ask for Talladega instead of the
127.4.
the other one.
Repeat the frequency for that, but resume normal speed.
Resume normal speed, I'm sorry, it's 121.0.
Am I still headed?
So everything good. Please wait a second before you talk. See if there's anyone else on the frequency. Delta 1226, Atlanta Center, hello.
Hello, checking in at 310. We're about 10 miles from POD.
Delta 903, cross tip better maintain 13,000, Atlanta altimeter 3014.
That's chipper at 113,000. Delta 12.6.
Can I talk to Atlanta?
Atlanta approach 127.9. Have a nice landing.
I want to talk to Atlanta approach.
Good night, Southwest 4269.
119.8.
Delta 903, we're approaching top of descent.
Let me see if I can
Delta 903, I just gave it to you. Chip.
see if I can talk to approach. That guy seems super busy. Atlanta approach, Piper, Tango Papa Charlie 444, radio contact.
Calling approach, say again.
Pilot Club, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444, requesting vector to Talladega Airport.
Tango Papa Charlie 444, Atlanta approach, squawk. Every standby. Tango Papa Charlie 444, contact that Atlanta Center on 119.37.
119.37, Tango Papa Charlie 444. Alright, so I need to talk to center instead of approach. 119.37, so it's back to 119.37.
Skyhawk 4 Golf Tango, turn left heading 360. Yeah, 360 4 Golf Tango.
Go to 37. Alright, so I guess I don't know.
Alright, direct Buckhead, got that. 410 square.
Alright, so there's an airport.
Contact up on approach 127.9.
That's got to be Talladega. Let's check it out.
UPS 1230 cross Pond Vieta maintain level 270. Southwest 2132, contact Jacksonville 135.902.
135.902 for Southwest 2132.
Atlanta Center, hello, American
621,
4,000, 14,000.
Number 24, Hotel Juliet, clear direct Morgan.
Direct Morgan's 4 Hotel Juliet, sorry, we're just having some autopilot issues.
Atlanta Center, Southwest 2995 with you, 13.5 to 140, climb in via the SID.
Alright, so 3,200 feet. I'm pretty confident this is Talladega Speedway, and then that's the airport. But it is a good idea. Thanks, Rubicon. I'm going to try to, keep my calm and start using ATC for what they're intended for, which is to help me.
Atlanta Center, Sun Country 319 at 380.
Sun Country 319, Atlanta, hello.
Alright, so while that's happening, let me just
hello.
make sure here what our next thing is.
Southwest 2995 with you, flight level 140, climb in via the SID.
So once I get here, I'm basically just going to keep going 89, because I think that's...
Hello, climb and maintain call level 330.
330 for Southwest 2995.
10, Oscar, contact Atlanta approach 127.9.
Where's that DME? 12 nautical miles from that from that DME.
American 621, flight level 140.
American 621 Atlanta Center, hello, climb and maintain, flight level 330.
Hello, and we'll climb to 330 American 621.
So I have not been to Talladega Speedway, so I'm not really sure what I'm looking at. Looks like circles, so
frequency returned to previously assigned.
that's a good thing. I mean, I should probably...
SkyWest 9402 Atlanta.
I should get a better look at it on my left-hand side. So I should stop trying to do this stuff on my right.
Southwest 2066 Atlanta.
1226.
Negative.
Oops. Alright. So there we go. That looks like a speedway. Alright, so let's keep going 89. And then when we get to the next airport, which is, I mean, it looks like over there.
452 Mike Papa, Indianapolis Center offline, radar service, terminated, frequency change approved.
Okay, so according to the map here, there is a road on our left. So let's stay on the right.
Good day, Southwest 2066. Descending via the Shipper 1 arrival, via inbound for B-Bay.
Southwest 2066, a little bit late. Just make sure you're checking your private messages. Welcome. Cross, chip out and maintain 130, Atlanta altimeter 3014.
Cross and maintain, chipper at 13,000, Southwest 2066, sorry about that.
Alright, let's put back on autopilot so I can do stuff.
JetBlue 3142 Atlanta, hello, descend via the Jedi to arrival the Atlanta altimeter 3014.
Alright, so I think I had the wrong DME because it's not picking it up. Unless it's just too far. What does that say? 278. Oops. 278. I guess I'm not in its frequency. It's the right.
Atlanta, Honda 4, Hotel Juliet. What's the altimeter at Peachtree?
Number 24 Hotel Juliet, the ping for you Atlanta 3014.
Alright, so that's fine.
4 Hotel Juliet.
So here we just passed Talladega. There is a road. There's roads on our left. Oh, there looks like a major one on our right. So let's. Oh, there was an airport. That's an airport. And I guess that is the major road. So where they converge, where these two roads converge, will be Anniston Regional. What is this? Does Anniston have a VOR?
Hello, Phenom 66 Mike, flight level 280, common 310.
That doesn't.
Number 66 Mike Atlanta Center, hello.
That doesn't seem right. Let's try it. 122.2.
American 64.
This guy's a clown.
34 Atlanta Center.
He is comical.
Go for American 6434.
Let's. Oops. Oops. No. I still wanted to listen to him. He is entertaining. That is 119.
Atlanta Center, Skywest 9.
It's nav I'm trying to change. 122.
400.
Oh. Doesn't go that high. Okay.
Atlanta Center, hello.
So that's not it. Alright. I'm going to get rid of or hide VPilot for a minute. You guys can just take a look at the navigational. Okay, so here there should be an airport.
2066. Looks like you're deviating southbound. Where are you currently direct?
Sorry about that. We just had an FMC hiccup. We're going back onto our initial course. Sorry about that. Southwest 966.
Roger.
Anniston Regional. Atlanta Center, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444 requesting vector to Anniston Regional.
Pilot Club 444, your VFR can't vector you. You can just execute the direction. Do you have a VFR sectional?
Atlanta Center, I do have a VFR sectional. Papa Tango 444.
Roger, that should be everything you need to navigate VFR. I can't vector you.
Copy. Wow, not helpful.
It's pretty much due eastbound from where you are.
Oh, look, he did help me. Thank you, Central. Papa Tango 444. Look at that.
Delta 735, flight level 330.
Delta 1226 for this, speed of 250 now.
That guy's interesting. He was like, look, bro, you don't need my help. You have a sectional.
Delta 1226 for this, speed of 250.
We're going to 2509, both ways.
And it...
Lantern Delta 735, flight level 330.
Alright, let's see how I'm doing with on fuel here. So about 16 gallons on each tank. Now here's the funny thing is I was...
Center Delta 945, flight level 360.
Let me turn it off. I was expecting to change this manually and it seems to be doing it on its own. So I'm guessing every 30 minutes it is changing. I don't know how it's changing. I might need to look that up and see if there's an automatic setting going on here.
Question 127.9, have a nice morning.
Atlanta approach 127.9, thank you.
Alright, cool.
Hotel Juliet, contact Atlanta approach 119.8.
So this was our
So long, thanks for all the help tonight.
Talladega 108. Let's go with... Darn it, I keep changing the wrong thing. Okay. 108 is what I wanted. 108 for my nav, 0.8. So 1.8 nautical miles, so basically I'm getting closer to this. Yes, because this is... because I'm getting closer to this, I guess the DME is over here somewhere. Alright, cool. So once we pass this, we'll start heading 095, and that's 47 nautical miles. Man, I need to start pushing. It's gonna take forever. 37. It's funny. It's like, what have I been doing for this whole time here? Alright, so 95. Once we start doing 95, then hopefully... Yeah, this didn't pick up yet. So I need to look and see what the range is. Actually, you know what? Here's my tablet. Let's take a look. DME range. Transmit on a channel in the corresponding channel. Yes. Okay. Thank you for the channels. Oh. Crap. I did ask for range. Distance? Measure the indicator. How to calculate DME range. Distance, rate, and time. We don't want all... Oh, I didn't realize I can do that. That's cool. What should I be searching for? I'm looking for... they're telling me the frequency range, and I'm looking for the distance range. Or what does it do? It broadcast range. Broadcast range. Transmit on channels. I am aware of that. Thank you. How to calculate? I don't know. Alright, there goes the airport. Let's get back to our sectional. Let's actually get rid of these two. This I'm using for the airport information. Okay, so we're going to switch to 95. I mean, it's as if we were flying right over it. Kind of over here. So 95, that would take us east, but a little down. I guess it's okay. I don't know. Let's go with 90. Let's go with 90. Let's go in the middle. Let's do 93. Alright, so there goes that. Take a picture. Are there any pictures I can take? Nope, it is super dark. I've got my red light on. there goes my Honda. Where's my co-pilot? It's just me by myself? Alright. Alright, let's... Atlanta Center, I don't hear him. Is that 375? Yep, I'm on... Oh no, 119. Darn it, this whole time. There we go. $119,375. Okay, 119. Alright, cool. So... Oh, look at that. It picked it up. So, I'm gonna guess it has a range... Where is it? Here. It has a range of... I'm gonna say 45 nautical miles.
Alright, Savannah VOR direct.
Alright, but the cool thing is, here it is. It's directly ahead of us, so we know that we are in... I mean, if I turn... Well, you know what? Let's try it. We're doing 93, so let's turn this to 93.
Number 66, my contact track close on 135.992.
3592,
okay, so I believe it is 90, we'll go 91.
Atlanta Center, Cessna over 172 Delta, requesting access into the Atlanta Bravo airspace.
So we're gonna go right on top of it.
Cherokee can try 121.0.
121.0, 2 Delta, go, thanks.
Alright, good deal. So, I have not leaned at all. This is terrible. Actually, that's good. I'm still only burning about 10 gallons. Alright, that's good. I guess, what? I'm at 5,000? Look at that, so subtle.
American 6434.
You sneaky little plane, you. Trying to climb up. Let's just descend at 500. So I was going to say that I didn't need to lean because I was under 3,000, but I'm not. I'm at 5,000 feet. Alright, so is there...
Good evening, Atlanta Center, Delta 1474, climbing to 14,000.
This is... nav and heading... I don't know what this one is. Localizer, I think? I don't know. But I don't think there's like a altitude hold. So I guess I just have to keep an eye on this
Center Delta 1474 climbing to 14,000. You got me?
So this is increasing. That's fine.
350 Delta
so 142 kilometers. So I don't know if that's
over
true,
Jacksonville
man.
Center on 35.9 for Southwest 2095.
So it's 20 degrees. I mean, do I put... I don't know how to calculate this. So... Am I supposed to do it like this? I have no idea. I gotta look into that. Okay, so back to the sectional chart here. So, what's the plan? So we're getting closer to this DME over here. So here's where we definitely need to make sure that we are under 3,000.
American 6434.
Under. Yeah, so we need to be at like 2,500 when we get through here. So my question is, how am I going to see this? Or do I need to?
Flight level 280.
I won't be able to see this. So, I mean, I've got this city here. So I guess as long as I'm more on the right-hand side of this, of all the city lights, then that'll let me know. Yeah, I think I'm okay there. So I need to figure out how to get your altitude under control. So let's see what's going on here. So this isn't pointing.
Delta 2298 Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Did you lose a bunch of people all of a sudden? Roger. I was just wondering if I was still online because I had some issues with popping up on my screen.
Yeah, I can confirm. Delta 1474 just had all the services drop off, but they're back now.
Alright, so I'm doing okay with the fuel. I'm only dumping 10 gallons. Manifold pressure. I think we're okay.
American 6434, thank you. Contact Jacksonville Center 135.992.
135.992, American 6434.
Atlanta Center, United 148 with you at 14,000, direct bag. Yeah, 148, Atlanta Center, hello, climb and maintain level 380. 380, United 148.
So I'm at 4,000 feet. So there is a airport that we could potentially do a stop and go at. Was it? I don't know. I would like to see if I can do a stop and go at this one. This is 3,000 feet. The runway. I don't think I like that. It's a private runway. Oh, it doesn't have lights on, so nope. I'm not even gonna try it. I've tried to do things at night, and I've learned my lesson. That was me taking a swig of my sparkling water. Alright, so it's still in front of me. So even though this hasn't changed, this, I want to say, has? I don't know. 3,800, so we are trending downward.
Delta 945 to send via the Harbor 2, arrival the Atlanta altimeter 3015.
Descend via the Harbor 2 arrival.
Let's see.
Altimeter 3015.
So the oil temperature didn't get to 180. I don't know if that's good or bad. I gotta look at the POH and see what's expected for this plane. Oil pressure is green. Amps are good. Fuel is decent. Oh, this one's gone down. So are we still on the right? Look at that. I just caught it. I just saw it automatically move. There's a ghost in here. There is a ghost in here. Fuel pressure. So I don't know which one of these devices. Let's see here. Is there an auto fuel button?
Hey, Atlanta Center, this is Southwest 748. We are with you at flight level 360.
Landing light, that's strobe. Nope.
Southwest
Alternator
748
field.
Atlanta, squawk 2006.
Yeah, I don't know.
Squawk 2006, Southwest 748.
Alright, can I see anything outside of here? Well, I can't see anything. Alright, so 3,000. Let's pull that trim up a little bit and get it to be stable. Be stable.
Atlanta Center, UPS 1000, am I contacting you if it's coming from the north?
Delta 735, contact Atlanta approach 133.47. Version 127.9.
Alright. What were we looking at here? So,
Delta 735, contact approach 127.9.
what indicators do we have?
UPS 1000 Atlanta fuel calling squawk 2001.
You know what? I could use the Atlanta VOR for
Atlanta,
distance. So
correction,
116.9. Let's do that one. 116.9. So here we are. We're 46 nautical miles away from Atlanta. That doesn't make sense. Okay, there it is. It's about 19 minutes away. Alright. Cool. Let's go ahead and center this. So that's, I mean, we're just steady heading east. If we're not doing anything else, we're going east. Alright, cool beans. So
House Club 444, contact Atlanta approach 119.8.
119.8, Pilot Club 444.
748, better contact 50 to the northwest.
119.8. What is that?
Cross, better maintain 13,000, Atlanta altimeter
Oh,
3015.
Atlanta approach, okay. Atlanta approach, 119.8. Alright, so at this point I kind of don't know what to do. Based on the video game, whenever I did the comms, they would switch and then give a direction, request flight following or continue. Atlanta approach, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444, 3,200 feet. That's where I am.
Tango Papa Charlie 444, Atlanta approach, Atlanta altimeter 3015. Advise you have the weather and NOTAMs at, advise you have the ATIS at McCollum. They are landing runway 27.
Copy. Tango Papa Charlie 444. I hope he didn't
Tango
need...
Papa Charlie 444, remain outside Cross Bravo airspace.
Roger. Tango Papa Charlie 444. So he wants me to remain outside of the airspace. So that will change my plans some. Crap. So now, I'm assuming this entire thing is what he's talking about? Or is it this thing? I'm gonna have to assume it's the whole thing. So, alright, so let's change up our plans here, and let's look for okay, so here's a VOR over here, and then I can just take it over there. Request, no, how do I request clearance? This is Atlanta approach. Atlanta approach, Tango, Piper, Tango Papa Charlie 444, request clearance through airspace.
I'm sorry, Tango Papa Charlie 444, say again?
Request clearance through Bravo airspace.
Tango Papa Charlie 444, which direction are you trying to go? Are you trying to go direct McCollum?
Negative. I am headed east to Berry Hill, then north, and then northwest to another airport.
Tango Papa Charlie 444, on that route I cannot give you a Bravo clearance. You're going to have to go further southbound, if anything. Maybe 12 miles south of Atlanta.
Copy. Tango Papa Charlie 444. Okay, so...
444, is that something you want to do, or you want to just remain outside of it?
I can remain outside. My final destination is north at Cobb County, so I can just head that way.
Tango Papa Charlie 444, roger.
All right. Okay. Cool. So that was cool. Okay. So I'm gonna do that VOR, and that's north of there. So let's actually stay out of the airspace because I don't know where it is. So let's just start heading north. That was actually a little exciting. I like that. Uh-oh. All right. How long is it gonna take us to get there? All right. So let's head north. And where am I? I'm at 3,000. Let's trim this bad boy to stay afloat or in the air. Alright, I'm digging that. So now we're headed north. Hopefully away from the airspace. Alright,
Tango Papa Charlie 444, contact approach on 121.0.
121.0, Tango Papa Charlie 444. 121.0. Okay. So let's do 1, 2. Why can't I get? Oh, I did it again. It's my comm. 121.0. I keep thinking it's my nav. 121.0. Atlanta approach, Piper Tango Papa Charlie 444, 3,100 feet.
Flight Club 444, Atlanta approach, welcome on altimeter 3015.
Copy, Pilot Club 444. I think he gave me altimeter, which I didn't need, or maybe I should. Atlanta approach, sorry, could you repeat the altimeter?
3015.
3015, Tango Papa Charlie 444. So
4172 Delta Echo, contact
so
McCollum
3015.
Tower 125.9 know your request.
Contact tower.
Okay.
Number requested 2 Delta.
Still headed north. We're 3,000 feet. Okay.
Number 692 Mike, are you making another touch and go?
No, we're going to be departing the area to the east at 2100.
So I saw a I saw
Mike,
VOR.
would
Here
you
it
like
is.
to stay with me, or would
So
you like
is this
to,
Rome's
jump by
VOR?
phone?
We're going to be going to.
Alright, let's go with
Peachtree
Rome
eventually.
1154.
Q Mike.
So.
Number 692 Mike.
Damn it.
Have a good day.
Keep doing it.
Q Mike. Peachtree help today. Have a good one.
115.4. We're looking for Rome. So that's 29, it's 168, 10 minutes. Let's see if this number goes down. It's going down. Let's go ahead and make sure that we are in the right direction. Alright. So if we want to hit it, dead on, we got to go north. Which is what we're doing. Boom. Look at that. Alright, so was that right? 121? I didn't even write it down because I'm such a G. 121. 1210. Okay. So I think we're okay there. Now let's take a look at this chart. So now, can I remove this stuff? So I'm gonna move this to Rome. That's Rome. I'm gonna delete this. Gonna delete that. You're not a thing anymore. And you're not a thing. Okay. Okay, so we're headed to Rome. We need to figure out what the landing conditions are. So for Cobb County, hopefully that's RYY. I think we have access to ATIS. Yes, we do have access to ATIS, which is on 128, 125. Let's check out that, because I think we have some time. 24 miles. Where are we? We are at 3,000. We seem to be steady. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so 128. I wonder if I can do comms, because I feel like I need to hear both. So 128, 125. Let's just turn that off first. 128. I already forgot. 125. Alright, 128, 125. Let's turn it on. Let's see if they both play at the same time. Oh, volume. Uh, 128, 125. So I don't think it's on, and this is why I don't use it, because I don't know how to use it. Let's see.
Niner.
There it is.
2.16. Altimeter 3017. LDNG and DEPNG runway 27. Visual approach runway 27 in use. Notices to air missions. Coyotes, birds on and in vicinity of airport. Deer in vicinity of airport. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. Read back. I'll hold short instructions on these on initial contact. You have information. Bravo. Cobb CO McCollum Airport 8 is information. Bravo 0150 Zulu. Wind 310 at 4. Visibility 10. Sky clear below 12,000. Temperature 29er. 2.16. Altimeter 3017. LDNG and DEPNG runway 27. Visual approach runway 27 in use. Notices to air missions. Coyotes, birds on and in vicinity of airport. Deer in vicinity of airport.
November Airport. Radar vectors asphalt. Maintain 3000. Expect flight level 34010 minute top departure. Departure this frequency squawk is 0461.
Alright, so what I got from that ATIS is that it's information Bravo. The wind is coming at 131 direction at 4 knots. The runways that are open is 27. And my altimeter should be 3017. How far am I? 19. So now I need to see if I can do an RNAV approach. Because it's nighttime, it's a little hard for me to get a visual. So let's see if I can do an RNAV. So this is Cobb County, KRYY. Let's do that, KRYY. So there's Cobb. Alright. So let's see what my options are. So weather minimums, instrument approach, ILS, RNAV. I mean, I'm not using GPS. I've been using heading. Localizer. I mean, let's do localizer. Let's do the old localizer. Alright, so that means that 111.9. So let me hear 17. So, oops. I moved my microphone. Let's see if you can still hear me. Okay, so I'm going to... Let's go with... let's set that second nav. I said I wasn't going to use it, but I'm going to use it. So let's go with 111.9. 111.9. So there goes it. It's picking it up. Let me see if it. I was wondering if the volume would show up. Oh, I need to set one of these navs. I think it's this one. I think it's that one, but then there's another setting over here. Alright, so I think that's what I use for autopilot, I think. Okay, so we're just going to use that. 113. Whoops. Let me go back to 122.8. Was that the right one? No, that's not the right one. 121. Okay. Ah, coincidentally hasn't been saying anything. Alright, so not really all that great with RNAV at night. Nope, RNAV on this plane. Alright, so we have the localizer. What is the conditions here?
Line approach, Pilot Club 341, just out of Cobb County, 2,500.
So
Club 341,
I'm gonna need to be at.
if you're just outside of Cobb County, you could go ahead and contact
I'm gonna need
the
to be at 3,000.
Please repeat, Pilot Club 341.
Pilot Club 341, you said you were just outside of Cobb County.
That is correct.
So here's Peachtree.
Pilot Club 341, line approach, sorry, my bad, I misunderstood. You squawk 2712, 2712.
2712, Pilot Club 341.
Oh man, I gotta fly around. So I gotta fly around. I can't come in this way because here's Peach. Yeah, so I gotta fly around and then come back in. So
444, same intentions.
Could you repeat?
The Pilot Club 444, same intentions.
Say intention. Sorry. Does that mean what I intend to do?
Affirmative.
I am headed to Cobb County Airport, and I plan to land runway 27, Pilot Club 444.
Tracking northbound, would you like a vector to the east?
Copy.
Pilot Club 444, turn right, heading 090.
Turning right, heading 090, Pilot Club 444. Alright, cool. So let's do that. Nope, that's not 090.
Pilot Club 341, we're going to contact 5 miles east of the McCollum Airport. Go ahead and contact on approach on 126.907.
So I was pretty close to the...
126.97, Pilot Club 341.
It's pretty close. So I need to make sure that I am at 3,000 feet. And this plane is diving to the ground. Let's work on that trim. Alright, so, I mean, at this point I'm kind of flying blind. Or am I? No. Okay, so here was... okay, so I was getting up close. Where was I? About 7... So I was getting up close, and he was like, where are you going? So I think I'm headed this way now. But I am going to have to turn around and... Okay, so I'm in this airspace. So the minimum for this airspace is... 7,000. So as long as I'm under 7,000, I should be. I think I should be okay.
Atlanta approach, Cessna 172 Delta, go with you at 2,004.
This space is, I think it's up to, or the ceiling is 3,500.
November 172 Delta Echo, Atlanta approach, ident.
Alright. So... So is there a 27, which is this side?
Over to contact 3 miles northwest of the Dekalb Airport.
So I'm at 3,000. I gotta pay attention to my vertical speed here. I mean, I don't see anything about this airport. There goes a baseball field or stadium. So I am skipping this stadium here. So I think. So let me see here. I'm guessing because of the yellow, I'll start to see more lights.
Atlanta Durrell 9821 is ready for taxi at Dobbins.
Durrell 9823, Atlanta approach, where you parked at?
We're up by base ops next to taxiway Charlie at Delta.
Alright, so let's just go over this approach again here.
9823, runway 29er, taxi via Delta, report holding short.
Runway 29 via Delta and report holding short, Durrell 9823.
So we're going to pass the airport and then we're going to go this way and then make a U-turn to come in at 270. But I need to catch the localizer over here. Which one is the localizer? Albers. That's not Albers. Here's Albers. So I need to catch the localizer here. I'm below 3,000. Ah, buddy, let's climb. So I like this approach. Very helpful. Very helpful guy. Very nice. I feel comfortable. I feel comfortable with him. I wonder if I can find out more about him. So 121, Andrew. Let me write his name down. Andrew Lorenzo. He was ATL approach. 121. Very nice guy. I liked him. Alright, so I'm still just a little bit under 3,000. That's fine. It's steady. This should be increasing 20 nautical miles. 12. Okay. Alright, so at this point, I'm not sure. I'm going to... Now, I'm assuming that this is what I use to switch autopilot from nav 1 to nav 2, but I'm not really sure. So out of respect for myself,
ready, runway 29 Dobbins.
For safety of myself, I'm just going to put it on nav 1.
Runway heading, runway 29er.
111.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff on 29, Durrell 9823.
111.9. There we go.
Flight Club 444, proceed on course.
Proceed on course, Pilot Club 444. I could have just said Roger. Proceed on course. So I'm doing good. Is there a DME on this one? Yeah, looks like there's a DME on that one. That's cool. All right, so let's. I mean, most everything is east, so... Really? That's weird. Oh, there's no localizer. I mean, there's no... It's not a VOR. It's got a DME though. That's cool. I'm digging that. Okay. So that's helpful. So I'm 12 nautical miles out from the airport, so I'm going to guess it is on my right-hand side, on my left? I don't know. I don't see a light. I don't see a beacon. So it's got a beacon. So that over there looks like something. Bless you. That's an airport. What airport is that? Oh, is that Cartersville?
172 Delta Echo, contact on approach 126.907.
Oh, that'll...
126.907, 2 Delta go.
So, am I getting closer? 9... Yeah, it's getting closer. 4 minutes.
Draw 9823, ident.
Full ident, draw 9823.
So I'm just going to assume that there's an airport somewhere over
Draw
there.
9823, we're to contact 5 miles west of the Dobbins Airport, climb maintain on 9,000.
So that's funny. It's 8 nautical miles, but I don't see it. I don't see the beacon. I don't see...
Viper 901 anchor golf with 3,500 northwest.
I mean, that kind of looks...
901 Echo Golf, line approach, welcome line altimeter 3015.
Alright, 3015 for the altimeter, 901 Echo Golf.
Draw 9823, turn left, heading 260.
Left turn 260, draw 9823.
Alright, so what can I derive here? There is a major highway behind it. There's one, I mean, I can't see it because of all this yellow. There's one that drives, so this is it here. So, the
Draw 9823, climb maintain 14,000.
Airport's got to be somewhere over here.
14,000, draw 9823.
So
901 Echo Golf, traffic straight ahead, opposite direction, Cessna 122 at 3,300.
Alright, we got the traffic in sight, number 901 Echo Golf.
So that looks like a runway.
544, contact McCollum Tower 125.9er.
Contact 125.9er, Pilot Club 444.
Draw 9823, turn left heading 240.
Alright,
Left turn
so...
240, draw 9823.
What in the heck is... There's a tower, 125. 125, 900. Okay, so let's change our thing. 125. And that was 900. Okay. This is Cobb Tower, Pilot Club, Piper, Tango, Papa Charlie 444. 3,000 feet. Request landing. God, that was terrible. So bad.
444, enter left downwind runway, enter right downwind runway 27.
right downwind runway 27. Right downwind 27. Okay, so right downwind, what does that mean? Is that a right pattern? Is it a right pattern? It is a right pattern. Holy crap. So...
Piper 1 Echo Golf, welcome back. Turn left heading 230. Left turn 230.
2-1. Is it increasing? Nope.
Echo Golf, you can descend 2005.
You're broken up, repeat last for 9 Golf.
1 Echo Golf, descend, maintain that 2,500.
Alright, down 2,500, 9 Golf.
So mine was VFR. So right pattern.
Pilot Club 444, you got traffic at your 1 o'clock, 4 miles south westbound at 3000 at Piper Air, reporting site. 1 Echo Golf, make sure you didn't run me 27.
Alright, straight in, 27, 9 Golf.
Pilot Club 444, traffic not in sight.
Pilot Club 444, begin turn base, runway 27.
Turning base, runway 27, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so let's take autopilot off and let's do this thing here. He wants me to turn base. I don't know where I am. I guess that's the airport there. So let's slow things down some more. Let's get this bad boy configured, I guess.
9 Echo Golf, unable.
Let's go to 1500 RPMs.
1 Echo Golf, fly runway heading and then enter a left downwind, runway 27.
So I'll need to...
runway heading left downwind 27, 9 Echo Golf.
So there's base. So I'm gonna go to south. I'm gonna put my landing lights on. I'm gonna put one of my... I'm gonna turn final.
For 1 Echo Golf, you can turn crosswind now.
Alright, making a turn, 9 Echo Golf.
Cobb Tower turning on final, Pilot Club 444.
Pilot Club 444, runway 27, clear land.
Clear to land, Pilot Club 444. Alright, so let me take down my speed a lot. Put in another... Did not expect to do this.
And 1 Echo Golf, if you like the short approach option, short approach is approved, runway 27, you're clear to land, number 2.
Alright, short approach approved for 27, clear to land, 9 Echo Golf.
I got all my flaps down and just trying to manage my speed here. I think I'm coming in too hot. Seems okay. I'm gonna take away all my throttle. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, that was a little rough. Now where is the... Where is the taxiway?
Pilot Club 444, keep on rolling, your next right, so another 1,000 feet.
Copy, Pilot Club 444. My next right.
9 Echo Golf going around, we got a plane on runway.
There's the yellow lines.
1 Echo Golf, they're gonna turn before you land, so
Ooh, that was terrible.
Too late, I'm already gonna go around, sorry about that, 9 Echo Golf.
Somebody's audio.
Alright, 1 Echo Golf, no worries, left downwind again, and short approach approved.
Alright, left downwind, short approach approved, 919 Golf, thank you.
Pilot Club 444, welcome to Kennesaw. Left on Alpha, Alpha to the ramp.
Left on Alpha to ramp, Pilot Club 444. Thank you. Alright, so take off the parking brake. I kind of didn't know where I was. I mean, it's still hard to see, man. I gotta follow this. I gotta follow this yellow line somewhere. Boom. I'm guessing that's it. I don't know. I'm hoping that's where
After
it is.
Echo Golf, something tells me you just like fun.
I do 9 Echo Golf.
You know what?
Dekalb Tower, good evening. November 692, Mike Mike's the Diamond DA62, 12 miles east of the field at 2000. Information Bravo, inbound for a full stop.
Diamond 2 Mike Cobb County Tower, hello. Runway 2, make sure you're in runway 27, runway 27, clear to land.
So this is
Clear
where
to runway 27, clear to land runway 27, 2 Mike Mike.
this is where I messed up. I should have paid attention to. I should have looked at the map, at the map there. All right, so because I don't know where I am. So right now I'm at the tower. So I landed this way. So here's the tower right in front of me. U.S. Customs. I mean, I'm guessing I can just land in. I guess I can just park anywhere. Yeah, so here's 27, and then I guess I came in here.
Piper 1 Echo Golf, runway 27, cleared for the option.
Alright, clear for the option 27, 9 Echo Golf, thanks.
All right, so let's find some parking. I'm gonna try and follow the yellow line as best I can in the dark. I need better lights on this plane, some halogens maybe.
Dekalb Tower, good evening, Caravan 231, Pop Tango, request I-Approach, Bravo.
Caravan 1 Papa Tango, hello. Cobb County Tower, what can we do for you?
I could have taken it over there. I don't know where there is.
231 Papa Tango, information Bravo, request I-Approach.
1 Papa Tango, I don't have a flight plan for you.
So I'm going to take this one on the right.
Alright, 1 Echo Golf, left traffic on the go.
Alright, left track on the go, 9 Echo Golf, thanks.
I think I'm just going to park here. Yeah, this looks like a great spot.
Caravan 231 Pop Tango, submit it now whenever you see it, we're ready to copy.
Alright, cool.
Caravan 1 Papa Tango, cleared to the Nashville Tune Airport via the Atlanta 1 departure, North 1 transition. Then it's filed.
So,
maintain 6,000. Departure frequency is a 133.47.
So we
squawk tree 515.
I've got a low fuel indication here. I've got 10 gallons. Alright, so let's go through the final checklist, I guess. You know, we probably should have probably should have been looking at all these checklists.
Tango, sorry, it's actually your departure frequency would be 126.97 and squawk 3515.
Descent. Did I wonder if I did all of this stuff here.
Departure 12697 and squawk.
Let's see what happens when we were cruising.
Tango, read back correct.
Elevator. So I don't understand.
Call the base.
Let me turn them off. I don't understand why the fuel pump is needed. I'm only assuming because it is a low fixed wing that it needs the pump if required. Okay. Mixture must be rich for descent. No, this one. Set auxiliary pump. So right now my switch basically puts it on high and then there's low. So while I'm cruising, I'm supposed to put the auxiliary pump on. Here it is. Periodically switch the tanks to maintain balance. It did it for me. I don't I appreciate it, but I don't think I liked it. I wanted to do it myself. Okay, so here on descent, which I didn't even look at, power, mixture, elevator, altimeter setting. Oh, I forgot to set my altimeter. The approach, landing lights, got that. Auxiliary boost pump. What is that? Is that my... Oh, I'm supposed to put my fuel pump on when I do the approach. Okay, I'll have to remember that. That is rich. I did that. Prop is max. I did that. Gears are down. Flaps, yes. Okay. Landing. Final approach, 75 knots. I didn't even check. I didn't even look at my knots. Touchdown, main first. I still need to learn what that is. I know that it's one of the tires. I just don't know which one is main. Landing roll. Lower that gently. Brake. Okay, I did that. Flaps up. Strobe. Let me turn the strobe off. Auxiliary pump is off already. Elevator trim. Reset to neutral. Oh, look at that. You're not on neutral. And this is one of those planes that remembers your last setting. So I should probably do that. Then the shutdown. So parking brake set. Avionics off. So in this case, that would be setting these to off. Nope, not that. Setting that to off. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me try this. I don't know what that does. Okay, forget it. I'll have to play with that some other time. Okay, so set that off. That's off. Those are off. That's calm. Set. Oops. Set that off. This been very helpful. Oh my gosh, can I turn you off, buddy? Okay, so that's off. Let's put your volume down. Let's turn all your volumes down. I didn't even use your volume nav. Alright, let's turn this bad boy off. Or we don't even use this GPS because we're too good for GPS. Alright, cool. So avionics are off. RPM lever. Prop RPM is at max. Must be fully pushed in. Yeah, okay. You're at maxed. Idle the engine around 600 to 500. So let's get that down some more. I mean, I can just put it like that. Yeah, so just put it all the way down. It'll get there on its own. The mixture is on idle. Cut off. Let's turn these magnetos off. Let's turn these magnetos off. There we go. Okay. And then we'll need to turn the beacon off. Nav lights go off. Pitot check. I need to turn that off. The altimeter. Nope. Alternator. Got it. That's off. Battery switch is off. Ooh, look at that. I done turned everything off. Alright, cool. So, battery switch is off. Fitted. Tie downs and chocks. Sure. We did that. Whew. Alright, gang. Well, it looks like we did it. Can't see the plane at all. It is totally ninja'd. Alright. Let me go ahead and change this setting, or the scene. see if I did it right. Be right back. No, that's not the one. It's ending. Okay. That's the one. Alright, gang. Well, thanks for your time. Thanks for hanging out with me. And as I bumbled my way through the sectional chart, through VATSIM, and got some aid from some nav aids, I think it was a good time. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.